If you are a minister and teacher, which kind of covenant are you ministering? Because remember, there are ministers of the old covenant, the covenant of the law, and ministers of the new covenant, the covenant of Christ. So which covenant do you belong to? The danger that we have today, a lot of people, they don't know where they belong. So they end up teaching random stuff because they don't know where they belong. But look at 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. What does it say? It says, they want to be known as teachers of the law of Moses. Which teachers? The teachers of the old covenant. The teachers of the old covenant want to be known as the teachers of Moses, but they don't know what they are talking about, even though they speak it so confidently. We have a lot of preachers today that speak boldly, confidently, enthusiastically, but they don't know what they are teaching. If a preacher comes and says that your ancestors sinned and you need to repent the sins of your ancestors, you know you have ancestral spirits following you, they will teach it enthusiastically, they will teach it confidently and boldly, but they don't know what they are talking about. Why? They are still tied up in the Old Testament, in the old covenant of the law. They want to be known as teachers of the law, but they don't know what they are talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, what am I saying? We need to shift to be ministers of his new covenant. That's what it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6. What does it say? He has enabled us to be ministers of his new covenant. Whose covenant? God's covenant, Christ's covenant. So that covenant is the one that we must be servants of. We must minister. We must be ministers of his new covenant. So a question comes to you. You are a minister of whose covenant? Are you a minister of the old covenant of the law or a minister of the new covenant? Ladies and gentlemen, let's shift to the new covenant because that's where we belong in this dispensation of Christ.